and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together we can be the change.
Have you had your Earth Blend coffee today? At Earth Blend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earth Blend Coffee.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentJAX.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
Are you hungry for authentic Caribbean food? Like jerk chicken, oxtail, red snapper, shrimp, tofu, and rasta pasta? Well, find your way over to Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta.
Them belly full, but we hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 4 a.m. Come to Mango's and put some spice in your life.
So we've got a good thing going.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, authentic Caribbean cuisines.
Open up the door, tell them mama hungry.
I'm returning to Clinton, Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here.
Good day, good people. Once again, you've got the grumpy old nerds in your ear. As always, I am the ringmaster for this particular circus. I am the infamous Coach Moran. Oh, wrong side, Coach Moran. But I'm also Uncle John. And as always, we have a young lady who always makes us look better, Auntie Nicole. What's going on, Nicole?
Hey guys.
And also from the planet of Brooklyn, we've got Uncle Rod. Good day, sir.
What's going on, everybody?
And of course, behind the ones and twos, we've got Iron and Uncle Roy. Missing our Uncle DJ, who is off gallivanting, doing something hopefully not illegal or immoral, and Uncle Percy, who's
assignment.
off being grown. Right. So, but I would be remiss if I did not start the show off by first saying I apologize with last minute cut from last week. But because we did not come on last week, we did not get an opportunity to give flowers to one of the greatest actors of our time, Michael K. Williams, who passed away. I am not a fan of The Wire. I've watched maybe 2 episodes in their entirety. But I know the character of Omar. And I know that Michael K. Williams played the hell out of that character of Omar. I also know Michael K. Williams from his work in Lovecraft Country and a few other things, Boardwalk Empire. Michael K. Williams was a true Renaissance man. He started out as a background dancer for Janet Jackson. I don't know if anybody uh,
I
knew
know that.
that, but there have been some videos surfacing online of him dancing to house music. Now, being originally from Chicago, I love me some house music, and seeing him get down like that to house music has endeared him to me forever. My man was getting it in like as only a true
House
house
music all
head
night
could.
long.
So, that say what?
House music all
um,
night long.
but
Okay.
Michael K. Williams, we definitely will miss you. Your presence was definitely felt as an actor, as a Renaissance man who was fearless in his acting because he didn't mind playing roles that many other actors would not want to play. Um, in particular, the role of Omar and in Lovecraft Country, I think that he allowed himself. It's interesting. There are a lot of stories going around about the cast of Lovecraft Country coming together and saying before they filmed season 2, and obviously this was discussions before HBO canceled it, but the cast getting together just to kind of decompress and kind of talk to each other about the emotional roller coaster that was Lovecraft Country for us, but for them being actors having to fully immerse themselves in it. And whatever demons that he was fighting, Michael, God bless you, but you will definitely be missed. And on that note, there was another person who was embedded into the public psyche who came back into our lives this past week. Uh, I don't know what I can say about this gentleman, but he was someone who I didn't realize I missed until he was gone. And then when he came back, I was just like, holy cow, this cat was powerful. And I am talking, for those of you with children or young enough to remember, I am talking about the character of Steve from the show Blues. Now, I'm going to tell you something. When Steve got on the TV screen and said he was proud of me, damn it, I know he meant he was talking to my kids, but damn it, I felt that shit. And Steve was a stand-up guy. See, look,
Oh,
I would
goodness.
watch Blues Clues with my kids, and I didn't care if they were paying attention because I was watching Blues Clues. And this gentleman, as an actor, he was so engaging in that role. And Blues Clues, although was for children, did not cater to that particular demographic. Man, having him come back and say that stuff, I was just like, wow, this I didn't recognize I missed that white man like that. So yes, thank you, Steve, for coming back and telling me not only that you were proud of me,
Oh,
but also that I look good. Boy, Steve, man, look,
there you
you
go.
all right with me. You can come by my house for dinner anytime.
Oh man.
But yes, Michael K.
Steve.
Williams, Michael K. Williams. God bless on your journey through to the next life. And Steve, welcome back into the public eye, man. I missed you, bro. So, having said that, let's get into it. How's everybody's week? Everybody was good this past week?
Yeah, absolutely.
So far, so good.
Well, you guys are the coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
y'all the ones
coming in
getting up
at
early.
coming in from 90 plus
Look, this
degree weather, you could feel the heat coming off you in waves.
is it still 90 plus degrees down there, man?
It was 91 degrees today, brother.
It got to 80 something here in
God bless
Maryland. Mm-mm.
God bless you in your ministry. Yeah, it was 80 something here in Atlanta, but man,
Yeah.
90 plus. And you out there with them suckers running around getting all hot and nasty. God bless you in your ministry, Uncle
that,
Ron.
that,
Yep.
that, that, that
So,
outdoor smell.
The
right,
road to
right.
road to 4-0.
Woo.
Oh, y'all 3-0 right
Okay.
now?
Yep.
Mm, nice.
Okay, good job, good
Nice.
job.
Nice.
Yep.
What position do you coach, Uncle Rod?
I am the co-offensive coordinator and tight ends coach.
Oh, okay. So y'all dropping like 50 points on people at this point, right?
We trying to.
Okay,
Oh
We come
okay.
man.
close. We come close
Um,
one time, but we haven't quite gotten there yet.
Hey.
I was completely joking. Seriously, y'all almost put 50 on somebody?
Yeah. Hey, look. I was a graduate assistant under Coach Billy Joe at Florida A&M University, And Billy Joe always said,
Wow.
it is not our job to stop us. It is their job to stop us.
That's what's
So
Look,
if
up.
they don't
I
do
am
it,
completely
That's what's
I am
up.
completely of the school of if you can't stop me, then I'm gonna keep going.
Y'all remember
exactly.
That's
that?
just sports. And
Y'all remember that
with
Super Bowl back in the day with the Chicago Bears when they was playing the
of
Patriots?
course I do.
It was like a basketball game. The score was so crazy.
Girl, are
Hey
you
man,
kidding? Do you not see it
That
listen.
was
says
that was my
Chicago on that
first Super
shirt?
Bowl. That was my first Super
Yep.
Bowl to watch, and
Do I remember the Bears when they were good? Please.
man,
Uh
They might be on the way back, so stay tuned.
never
They didn't
know.
look too bad last week.
Oh goodness, why you
boy, you
look
wild.
at
Listen,
Let me
man,
tell
they
you
didn't look
something.
too bad
Okay,
last week.
so
Oh goodness.
I don't want this to become a Black College Sports Network college rap, but we're gonna talk about this for a
Oh,
second.
hey,
So
do the Super Bowl shuffle,
you
man. Come
have
on.
a young stud at quarterback that clearly is better than what you have. But for whatever reason, this offensive guru of a coach doesn't want to put him in the game. He'll put him in for a couple of plays. The man was 2 for 2 and ran for a touchdown. Something that your other quarterback could not produce. And you still want to keep him on the sideline?
Mm.
That's
Okay,
stupid.
hold on.
And
As a
hopefully
coach,
this coach won't be there too much longer.
hold on. As a
What?
coach, I just have to say this, Uncle John. He's a rookie. All right, he's out of college. He's been there for the preseason. Listen, just listen. While it's obvious that he's doing really good things for them, they really don't want to throw him in the fire just yet. He may not. Now, hear me out. He may not actually know all of their offense, where he can go week in and week out to be able to be prepared. So it actually would be doing him a disservice if they put him in and his knowledge was incomplete, because in the NFL, you know, defensive guys get all your film and they can figure you out. They figure tendencies out really quickly and they exploit them to the nth degree. So I personally wouldn't put him out there this early if he didn't have a full grasp of the offense. If he did have a full grasp of the offense, I would put him out there. No problem. But they're trying to buy some time to get him ready. So they're
I
probably going to look
I
at the
get that.
midpoint of the season. They're probably going to look at the
Midpoint of the
midpoint of the
season.
season.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
the Bears have the toughest schedule in the NFL. They're
they
playing
do.
the Steelers, the
Mm-hmm.
49ers. They've got
Mm-hmm.
like a murderer's row.
And
So
that's what
I
another reason they're
get
not
that.
putting him out there.
You don't want to put your rookie out there. But at the
Oh
end of the
goodness.
day, if I'm a head coach trying to keep my job, I'm putting him out there because I want to see what he can do. I mean, my man in Jacksonville is out there starting. He may look like trash, but he's starting. I am of the mindset. Why not see what he can do? Why not put him out there? I mean, if he does well, great. If he doesn't do well, he's still a rookie. He's got a lot to learn. Now, I was worried when they played the Rams that Aaron Donald would be wearing him like a suit pretty much the entire game. But the offensive line held up, and Andy Dalton, the redhead rocket or whatever they call him, he's out there. He didn't look bad, so that was a winnable game. But you want to put yourself in the best position to win, and I think Justin Fields does that. But that's just me. I could
I
be
hear you.
absolutely wrong
I hear you.
as a fan. So before we go any further down that rabbit hole, um, what if the newest episode of What If dropped this morning, and it
Yes.
Yes,
was
it
a
did.
Killmonger episode? Um, look, man, I love the character of Killmonger, and I love what Michael B. Jordan does with the character of Killmonger.
Mm.
Um, this episode, I think I really wanted to love it, but I just kind of liked it.
Mm.
Um, I am the definition of grumpy old nerd on this show. I get that. I know,
Hmm.
but I just kind of enjoyed it. Well, first of all, spoilers because we don't give a damn about your feelings.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Um,
going to spoil the hell out of this.
Okay,
yeah,
that's okay. That's
I
what's
give a
up.
damn. Have we all watched this episode?
I have.
I've I've seen it.
Okay, good. Y'all the only two I care about.
Yes.
Fine. So we get Tony Stark um, at the cusp of him becoming Iron Man, and Killmonger intercedes and stops that from happening. And then, it falls down from there. And you've got Killmonger deceiving one side, then deceiving the other side, then deceiving another side again. He's like a triple agent. Um,
Mhm.
but I just liked it. I think part of it is that the half-hour format doesn't allow for going more in depth into these
Right.
stories. Does that make sense? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
want
absolutely.
to I don't want to I don't want to poo-poo it because the stories are good. These are all characters that we love, and these are stories that we want to see.
Right.
But I
Right.
think that they have to rush because they'll go over stuff that we already know, put that twist on it, and then go off in another direction. But it doesn't feel fully fleshed out, if that makes sense.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I understand. And that's kind of how I feel with it. There's some things I think they could have explored a little bit more. They could have
Mhm.
fleshed out more. One thing I will say again, and we said it before, I'm really, really glad that they got most of the original actors for the voices
Yeah, definitely.
because that totally immerses you in it. It makes that connection from the films to the show
Yep.
100%.
Hmm.
I'm really glad they were able to do that. I'm glad I was able to hear Chadwick Boseman one more time.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to hear Michael B. Jordan.
Don
Um,
Cheadle. Hmm.
and Don Cheadle as well. So
Hmm.
I think that was a stroke of genius by the people at Marvel.
Hmm.
This, as far as the story is concerned, I like how they keep the same beats from the different films that they pull from,
Hmm.
and they kind of like almost do it scene for scene from the film, but they just animate it. I think that's cool. Um, we get to see T'Challa one more time, although I'm a little bit peeved at how he went out in this.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
we saw T'Challa do the Black Panther thing all over the
Hmm.
place again. Um, we see Killmonger making his triple cross. We have him with almost genius level intellect because he is pretty smart. Remember, he graduated from MIT at 19.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Yep.
so you get to see that. So that was good. You get to see Shuri being super smart, which I also liked.
Hmm.
And at the end, like I was wanting another 30 minutes
Hmm.
based on Shuri meeting up with Pepper Potts. I wanted another
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
minutes. I wanted to see what they were going to do,
Hmm.
so I felt a little dissatisfied or unsatisfied at that last part. Kind of like
Yeah.
the last one with the zombies. I felt like I needed to see a little bit more.
I definitely
And now that
wanted
I think
more with
about
that
it,
one, but
yeah, and now that I think about it, even the one where the Avengers were getting killed by Pym, I kind of wanted to
hmm
see what team was going to show up
it's almost like as if they're
after
just
that.
doing pilots for each idea. Like each idea, they're just doing like a quick, let's go ahead and drop this in front of the producers and see if they like it type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's really
Maybe.
what If is and stuff. But I'll admit, I did not care so much about how they did not just T'Challa, but Killmonger. I don't know. I mean, we know him as being a somewhat villain, but he's a complicated villain because you can't particularly hate him for what it is that he's become because he is literally the embodiment of what happens when when you don't get the opportunities, but yet you still fighting your way through everything else. But I
When
don't
black
think
people
he
are
would have
separated from their home and their culture.
Absolutely. And I don't think that he
Yeah.
would have went out that hard though. The way they did him in this thing, that was the thing that kind of got me a bit disappointed because I don't know if he would have went full throttle like manic. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy like he did, like killing off just everybody, and so on like that. Even Tony Stark. Um I will say it was genius that when they brought up show Tony like okay, yeah, I understand you doing all of this, but remember I still have eyes on you. I ain't that stupid. I might be drunk all the time, but Jarvis always looking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And stuff. I thought that was actually impressive. And the ending, I thoroughly like Shuri popping up, showing we ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
recognize something's going on here, and blah blah blah. And that's what made me want to sit there and actually want more. But like I said, the Killmonger thing, I kind of feel like they made him go a little bit too rogue because I don't. Before, remember, everything had a balance in the way he did things. You know what I'm saying? When you think of the movie and such. This was more like I'm just getting rid of everybody. That's kind of how it felt, you know.
So before we go any further, Auntie Nicole, let's welcome the redhead assassin, the
Hey,
redhead
Uncle
kingpin,
DJ.
Uncle DJ, to the show. What's going on, Doctor?
Uncle
What up,
Of
brother?
DJ,
course, he's got his.
Is that a
you got a
stout?
black
Got to
and
get
tan,
that drink on.
Is that a stout? I can't see.
black
It's
and
a
tan, baby.
Yingling, black and tan.
Mingling. Okay, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell.
Black and tan. He likes his drinks like he likes his women. Black and tan. So Uncle DJ,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna tell you,
gosh.
you missed. We were talking about the Bears a moment ago, but I became depressed, so I cut that conversation short. And right, exactly. Uncle
Sorry,
DJ,
I
did you
brought it
see
up.
the Killmonger episode of What If? Oh
Guess
Lord.
not.
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Okay.
I had to run
No,
into
that's
the
fine.
office
That's fine.
today for a little while.
It's all
Run
good.
into the office. Well, pardon me.
Mhm.
Well, you know,
Well,
we know you
I
a
mean,
corporate man now.
I took off my
Right,
tie,
right.
but
You're
yeah,
much
no,
too
I
busy
had
for
to
the
I had
privilege
to
of
I had
watching
to run in
TV.
there. You know, we get we take our COVID tests Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So this keeps me being able to function and facilitate around the city. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Whatever you say, sir. But
All right.
we're gonna continue our conversation because to hell with your feelings about being spoiled. So, what if Killmonger? But
Oh,
I
goodness.
think that the strong point of Eric Killmonger basically, and Nicole, I understand what you're saying, but Killmonger's strongest point was he just wanted to burn it all, and I think
Yeah,
left
yeah,
unfettered,
yeah,
he would destroy everything in his path, and
yeah.
I dig the fact that he used so much deception and used every trick he knew in order
Mhm,
to get ultimately, he's gonna kill Tony Stark, he's gonna kill T'Challa, he's gonna kill whomever and whatever to make
mhm.
sure that he stands on top at the end. I don't even think he had a loyalty towards his
T'Chaka.
country or anything. He just said to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
He
to
had
actually
loyalty
thought
anything.
he
He
towards
was
said to
going
hell
to
everybody.
with it.
kill.
I want to
I
be
actually thought he
king.
was going to kill him. I thought he was going to kill T'Chaka,
I did too.
but I just was wondering what his angle was with that because it was like remember when Black Panther's mother she jumped in there. Remember in the movies they didn't have her fighting at all, but
Auntie,
in this,
Yeah,
yes.
Ramonda was the general in this one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I just kind of was trying to figure out where they was going because I just knew he was going to do it, but he didn't. So clearly he has another agenda with that whole thing outside of the fact that now he is Black Panther. And I guess I'm trying to figure out that would have been nice to understand where he was going with that too. So, but
oh wait a minute. You know what? This what if we've been talking about ever since Black Panther ever came out and shit. So I've already seen it. I already know.
Right,
I mean,
right,
ever since Black Panther
right.
came out, and we've been talking about what if, Killmonger was, what if this, what if that. We've been talking about this since Black Panther. So yeah, I've already seen it. I guess I just got to see what the details are.
To be very honest, this is the culmination of what Killmonger just. You're right. This is the culmination of what Killmonger would have been
We
without
talked about this. Yeah,
T'Challa.
with being
Yeah.
unfettered and
So,
all the means to himself, like having
yep,
all the means. Hmm.
right.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
this of all the episodes, I felt this one rang the most true. But I know
Mm,
there's supposed to be alternate universes and
yeah.
multiple realities. But I think this one was the closest to being true to the character that we saw on screen. And that
And
he was
Black
just
Twitter.
like, you know what, to hell with everybody. Yeah, Black Twitter too. That he was
Yeah, I
just
mean,
like
he
to
was
hell with everybody.
definitely
So
just burn it down, just everything. Yeah, definitely.
Rod and Nicole, how do we feel about in the 6 episodes that we've seen? Where does this episode rank for you?
You can go first, Auntie Nicole.
Um, Honestly, I'm trying to think. I love Black Panther, so I don't care. That episode would be first for me. So in the scheme of things, maybe it would go before the Avengers one because I think I like this better. So I don't know. They're actually all really good, quite honestly. So it's kind of hard to really
I don't
judge it.
agree.
But well,
Of
outside
course
of
not.
the Captain
Because
America one,
I'm just
the
angry and
Captain
old.
America one was okay. But okay, so put it this way: if I had to rank it, the Captain America one would probably be the last one. Although I like Peggy Carter and stuff, I can't say that I'm like a massive fan of of that whole thing. The way they did it and stuff. So definitely that would be last. But I think I like this episode still better than I like the Avengers one, because I actually like the Avengers one, but this one was better. But the Black Panther one that they did with that whole thing, I don't know. That I really enjoyed that, because it just stayed so true to how his nature was, even if he was, what I'm saying, out there scavenging and doing
Yeah.
whatever he was doing. So yeah.
Rod, what
I
about
think my
you?
top, I think my top three would have been this last one, the one where T'Challa was Star Lord, and the zombies episode.
I love the
Those are my
zombies
top
one too.
three.
So,
Yeah, I kind of like the Doctor Strange one
I
because
have to.
it's the
Okay.
Doctor Strange one had all different kinds of creatures in it, and it kind of shows Stephen Strange being really really obstinate, which he is, but
mhm.
then he
Mhm.
learned, he figured it out. So
Mhm.
um, that's why I have him ranked.
Well, DJ, taking into account that you have not seen this latest one, what's your ranking of the ones you've seen so far?
Well, knowing what this one is about, I mean, like I said, when I when you guys first posted it this morning, I was like, oh, that's one of the reasons I didn't rush to watch it. I was like, oh, I can get some sleep, because I kind of knew, what I mean. I already knew. Oh, this is going okay. So this is everything we've talked about Killmonger. Okay, so yeah, I can give that a moment. That being said, I don't know how good it is. I'm gonna save my vote on it. But to, from a I guess a heartfelt moment for Chad, for Chadwick Boseman, the just seeing him again, so to speak, just experiencing his his art again, that was phenomenal. To be able to hear his voice, and I just love the 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 fantastical nature of it all, that everybody's just like different. You got Thanos sitting at the table having drinks, like, yeah, I thought about snapping those fingers, but you know what, my boy over here took me a different direction. I mean, it was such a phenomenal aspect, that what if T'Challa had interacted on this international level with all these people, if things would have been different. So that for me is number one. But I'm surprised at Auntie Nicole, because I'm sorry, Peggy Carter as Captain America does it for me. I mean, but then again, I'm a Peggy Carter fan, and the fact that she's going to be Tomb Raider, Haley, seeing Miss Atwell again in all her glory, especially running and jumping and bouncing and all that good stuff, is just going to be phenomenal. So,
Alrighty then.
oh, I'm sorry.
Wow. Nice.
I'm sorry. Am I not DJ? I'm DJ. You never met me before. I'm DJ.
And this is just off one sip. You ain't even had a full bottle yet, so I'm excited about what the future of tonight will
Hey,
bring.
I just finished
I'm
my
not
dip.
surprised
I
by
just finished the
I'm
dip.
not surprised by the analysis at all.
Oh, goodness.
So I
But
will
I'm
say
tired.
that for those reasons,
I'm tired of zombies. I'm so tired of zombies. So the Doctor Strange probably would have went. Wait a minute. What else did we have? Peggy
we had
Carter,
the
Doctor
zombies, we had
Strange, the
T'Challa,
zombies.
The
Killmonger,
Avengers.
There were
the
6 episodes.
The
Well, the
Avengers.
zombies and the
Avengers
Avengers
getting
are
killed.
together. So what did we miss?
No, there were 2 episodes with the Avengers. One where the Avengers were getting killed off
Was
before they
getting
formed, and
killed.
then
Right.
you had the zombies.
Right, the sniper. Yeah, I mean not the sniper, but the
The same.
Dr. Zim,
Hank Pym.
Dr. Pym. Yeah. I mean, no. That one is lower down the chain.
Yeah, it was a little bit lower for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all right, but I don't want to see the Avengers get killed like that. That was. I might have to put the zombies above that.
What? Oh my!
Yeah, I'm not a zombie
Okay,
fan,
so
but I might have to put the zombies up there.
for the reasons that you mentioned, DJ, I would put the T'Challa episode first and foremost because just the sentimental value of hearing Chadwick Boseman again. That's just like that's tugging the heartstrings for me. At the bottom would be the Captain Carter episode because it just felt like it didn't bring anything new to the table. It didn't feel like it was. I know, DJ. I'm sorry. I like to see a jiggle too, but this was a cartoon.
No. It was also. It was also the
new.
female factor. Women was on top. She was
I
making
get you. And
she was making a point.
Women were on top, where we always like. That's right. That's right.
Oh
For
my
record,
God.
Y'all gonna
I
get me in
didn't say
trouble with
that.
this nerd in the next room. but it DJ in terms of, I think it could have been better written. And what we were also saying, DJ, before you got on, is that I think the half-hour format is a disservice for this because we want to get into these worlds, and it just seems like they're rushed. 30 minutes
Yeah.
doesn't seem like long enough. 45 minutes to an hour. There are look, WandaVision was the perfect.
It was
half-hour
long enough
bite.
for
We didn't
WandaVision.
need that. And that's exactly where I'm going. We didn't need no more of WandaVision.
Uncle John is scarred by
45
WandaVision at this point. So
Nope. You cannot convince me
scarred.
otherwise. And WandaVision won a couple of Emmys too with that
It
bullshit.
did. It
But
did. That's what surprised me. I was like, really?
I don't know if I would have thought that was on any level type of stuff. Honestly, it's super.
Yeah, but it
I don't know.
didn't win Emmys for the cast or anything. It won for the soundtrack.
Well,
I don't believe it deserved anything. I'm sorry. No.
It should have got nothing and liked it.
No.
You know what?
Uncle John was like a big zero.
I'm going for the grumpy old nerds Halloween show. I'm going as Wanda. How about that?
Oh my gosh! You trying to send Uncle John to the hospital?
Right. I hate to see what you vision. So before we go any further down that rabbit hole. Oh man. So the Matrix trailer. So Matrix Resurrection. Did anybody ask for another Matrix film? I'm sorry. Did I miss that? Did someone want another Matrix
you know
film?
what? No.
How you gonna do Lana like that?
What?
It's not like that. This is what it was with the Matrix. The first one was kind of like a sleeper hit. It gained momentum really late in its run.
Yeah.
And then people realized that they did the second and the third one. They filmed them both at the same time, right? The best thing about the Matrix Reloaded was the fight with Neo and all the Smiths. That was the best part of the second one. The third one, it seemed like even though they had filmed them all at the same time, it seemed like it was rushed.
I think the third one was more based off of. I think the
operations
third one was, but see, I think the third one was more about the effects.
You
When
messed
you
up
think
on
about
DJ.
it, back then, it was more about the effects. I think at that point, like when they got to the third one,
because they were groundbreaking, true. But the story got kind of weird at the end. It's like really like okay, when the architect showed up and he started talking. That was
weird.
cool. When the architect showed up in the second one, and then they just carried that on into the third one.
They went to a dictionary, found every word that meant psychology or falsehood or whatever, and they used every word they could. It's like they got paid by the word for that film. The Matrix. Which one was it?
You know, they
Reloaded?
gotta have
What was that last
some.
one? Matrix
Was it
3.
when did they have the orgy?
Revolution.
Was that the second one or the last or the third one?
Revolution.
They had the Raven Zion.
Yeah.
I think that was the
You
second
know,
one.
it was like a purpose of all of that. You know what I'm saying? They just had to.
The second one was good. Come on, the second one was good. With like you said, with the Smiths, with the agents and that whole deal, that was good. The third one, and we talk about this all the time. Uncle John, the lazy writing. when you have to have a character on screen explain, everything, the entire right universe and everything that happened, and this and the other. It's like
they have to do the exposition.
When you have to have the character sit there and say, okay,
wait,
right,
wait, this is that character. This is that character. This is that character. I'm going to fully explain every damn thing. I'm going to fully explain every damn thing that just happened in language that you cannot understand.
I'm sorry, that's the carbon copy. That's the carbon copy of the architect. Same beard.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness.
It was just like he just started talking.
The whole
shit,
thing
shit just came out his mouth for the fuck of it.
They had to do the whole key thing and everything. They go, you know what I'm saying? The chick with that wanted to kiss Neo and all that crap.
So saying that,
do you wonder why you can't remember your mama, Neo? Do you wonder?
Who asked for a Matrix 4? Why do we want
I don't know. I didn't even know they was coming out with one for the longest until I did. And I was like, really?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and step out there and say that I wouldn't have
Go
minded
ahead,
seeing
Rod.
another Matrix.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing another Matrix film. Obviously, I would like one that's better written. I would like one that gives a little bit more explanation into that world, because at the end they talk about how this apparently this whole idea of the one is a programmed glitch within the Matrix, so that it can reset every time, so that people don't lose their minds.
Learning from
and
it,
remake
right?
The world. Right. So apparently that's what it's for. So okay, well if that's the case, and Neo was the most recent one that we've seen, it was the most current iteration. So now what is the next one going to look like? And I think
the next one looks like John Wick.
I think we might be seeing the next one.
Yes,
but it's interesting
the long
to see.
hair and everything, right?
Yeah, to me it's interesting to see how, well, number one, how things are updated. Number two, how they tie current trends and current social things into this new version of this world.
It's the effects I'm there for. I love the effects.
Well, they have everyone, kind of plugged into their
like
phones
effects.
now. Like that's another way. That's another way to be plugged in.
Some live effects. We want effects.
So I kind of want to see that.
Yeah,
but
I thought when they died, I will say when they died,
Rod, you know you sound like just now?
It was crazy.
You know you sound like just now, Rod? I want to see a Matrix 4. I want to see
explanation.
No,
but I feel them though.
What they can do with the special effects now. I want to see.
Wait a minute though.
No.
Uncle John. First of all, Neil Patrick Harris does not do a bad movie. I'm just saying.
He's in this movie? Oh, that's right. He's the doctor. That's right. He's the doctor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
My next.
I never thought about that. Thought about it.
Where's Lawrence Fishburne? Why can't we?
That's where I had a problem when I saw the trailer. So he clearly got somebody else playing his role. Yeah, because
Yabba Dabba Doo is playing Morpheus now. What's his name?
Hey, let's put respect on his name.
Whatever you said.
Did you say Yabba Dabba Doo? Damn.
Uncle John just disrespected the man's whole name.
I did.
Well, think about it. We got Lana and Laura making it now, right? So maybe
I'm sorry, wait a minute.
Oh man, yeah, that's
so that's the Matrix is no, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there.
The Matrix has just simply changed everything. The Matrix has changed it all.
Oh,
that's right.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
The Matrix
I don't want the
has
Alphabet
changed
Mafia
it all.
coming after us. No, I don't want the Alphabet Mafia on our tail, man. The last thing you want is the Alphabet Mafia on your tail.
I think we're safe.
The thoughts and ideas of these people are not part of the channel, so
yeah.
The idea is expressed.
There you go.
See,
There you
the
go.
ideas expressed on
The,
Purple Alert
the,
are not those indicative of the owner of Jericho
okay.
Broadcast Network.
Oh goodness.
Hey man, if
But
you don't
okay,
What's
use
up,
that
this?
every time, there's a situation where you want to respond to
that's
some
my new
shit.
bit.
If you don't,
Yeah,
You gotta turn
shoot
and
the
be a
bit.
that's my new
turd.
bit. Yeah.
Goodness. Don't even say nothing. Don't even say nothing. Okay.
Oh my God.
Uh,
But look, this new Matrix, man, I don't get a good vibe from it because you've got John Wick as Neo. You don't have Lawrence Fishburne. You brought in a younger actor to replace Lawrence Fishburne, which I think is just a bit of a bitch move. The
they're bringing
last
in what's her
film
name back.
in the
She's
trilogy,
coming back.
but I mean, you've got all these other people coming back. Is the
No, I
reason that
know.
you
I
didn't want
know.
Lawrence
Mhm.
Fishburne because he's fat and old now? I mean, don't
Maybe with him
especially
being
from
fat and old
someone
shows that the Matrix is having issues. There's a glitch.
from
Coding error.
First of
but
all, Lawrence
and
Fishburne is a method actor. He would have gotten in shape. It was
Oh
about
yeah,
money.
yeah.
It had to
I
be
mean,
about money.
I'm thinking it had to do with money too.
you
I
think
think
so?
so. Mhm.
Yeah,
Really?
I think it's money because
They bring
Lawrence
back
Fishburne
everybody
would have
but
gotten in
him.
shape. Lawrence
Well, think about
Fishburne
it.
would have gotten
John
in
Wick
shape.
is probably the one with the biggest paycheck on the show. So you know what I'm saying. I mean,
Well,
other than
absolutely.
that, but I mean, I think maybe is this not fan service? Maybe do you think this movie is just fan service? People wanting to just kind of relive that whole
No.
thing.
I think it was Lana. I think
What
Lana.
fans?
This is a story. I think this is a story that Lana wanted to tell, and I think that she was not happy with the way that, like, we weren't. She wasn't happy with the way 3 turned out, and all of the negative comments about 3. And it was like, okay, let's finish it up better. Let's do something better. So I'm kind of looking forward to it because I think a lot of fans are looking forward to a better ending than 3 gave us.
I will admit that I
Uh,
didn't expect him to die
here
in
we
3 for some reason. For some odd reason, I didn't expect that. So maybe that was something that
I,
they.
I
When
don't
you're
I don't know
asking
which
when
was
you're
more.
asking the sequel that no one asked wanted for, you want a sequel that no one has asked for, but yet still we shall present it to you, bringing back 3/4 of the actors
Hey
from the original
man,
film.
hey man, we got a movie out of a series that was only on for a year.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I agree.
come on.
What does that have
All
to do
right.
with this?
Well,
What
I'm
does that have to do with
saying
this at all?
I'm saying the fans wanted it. I'm saying the fans wanted it.
What fans? What rabid fan base does the Matrix have that wanted
Me
some
and
more
Rod.
nonsense?
You know what? If it's just me and Rod on this show, sticking together, just me and Rod. Just me and Rod.
Oh my
Okay? We want to
God.
see it.
Oh
We
That's
want to
it,
see
man.
it.
Rod, you wanted this garbage?
Right now it's 50-50.
We're sticking together.
So
Ain't no
look,
tiebreaker
I don't.
here.
But honestly,
I
I don't
don't
know
know
what
what
was
to
more
say.
disappointed. I don't know if it was the third film or the video game Into the Matrix, because the
Oh
video
my
game
gosh, I didn't play the
was
video. I didn't
really,
do the video
really
game.
Played the
it was
game. I played
anticipated.
the game.
It sucked
Oh
bad.
wow. Oh goodness.
Okay, so I'll give you this. I'll give you this. That the cartoon series that they had some kind of they had some
The
animation
anime.
of
Really? Wow.
some short films, yeah, tied
Hmm.
into it, and those were really good. I think those were between the first and second films, or was it between the second and third?
They were between the
Either
second and
way,
third.
those were really good. Okay, and I guess I'm okay. I can honestly say I'm not excited about this. I'm intrigued. Um, I'm a little disappointed because they didn't bring back Lawrence, but I mean he seems to not give a damn. So why should I? I
Hey,
just
but
feel that.
you'll be happy.
Uh,
Roy Jones Jr. is in this one. No, I'm just bullshitting.
and on that note, let's watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Show us the trailer, man. Good lord, bullshit. Look at this bullshit. That don't even look real. Is that a real neighborhood? What bullshit is this?
We gonna
That's
see
Mr.
Neo
Robinson's
flying.
neighborhood.
See Neo
Sizes.
flying through the
Well,
air.
whatever. That don't even look like a real neighborhood. So that must be in the Matrix. Because that shit don't look real.
I think it's supposed to be San Francisco.
You seem particularly triggered
Black
right
Cat.
now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams. Am I crazy?
We don't use that word in here.
Hi.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me, no?
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
Can I say I'm happy I have HBO Max? Because I ain't going to the movie theater to watch this shit.
Oh, man.
What if it was a standalone movie?
If it was a standalone film, I wouldn't have objections to them replacing one of the black actors.
Oh, so you're just gonna be grumpy old nerd about it?
I mean, that's the title of the show. I don't know why you don't understand that.
Okay.
I'm an angry man. I'm an angry old man, and I just feel that, and I'm sure in the film that they'll explain away why Morpheus is now 30 years younger. But at the end of the day, I think that they could have made a very strong statement by having an older black man in an action film like this, and there's no good reason that I can see right now that Lawrence Fishburne isn't in this film. And
If they
I'm
replaced
not
with
like a
Denzel
big
Washington,
Lawrence
would you been
Fishburne
okay?
fan. No. Lawrence Fishburne is Morpheus. Damn it.
Yeah.
You crazy as hell.
You know,
Denzel did that part.
Maybe this is like some kind of social commentary type of movie or something like that. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Everything has some kind of meaning nowadays when you watch movies. You can't watch it just to enjoy it anymore. Everything has to have some kind of focus or something. I don't know. I mean, I honestly did not realize you are going. You
Back on
need to get you
WandaVision
some
again?
help. You gotta get. You
back
gotta
on
get
that
Uncle
Tim
John some help.
You need a little help. You need a little help. You know what? I
Uncle
just
John
don't
into some
remember you
therapy.
standing up. I don't remember you standing up for Terrence Howard this way.
Oh, because he was a dumbass, man. Terrence Howard talked himself out of that damn job.
Hey, man.
Yes,
Hey,
he
man.
did.
Hey,
Yes, it did.
man, I don't remember you standing up for Terrence Howard, man.
I won $1 million, man.
And to be real honest, I never thought of Terrence Howard as the James Rhodes type.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't.
Old
I
boy
didn't.
in Empire. That's
Actually, they
fine,
did good
but
by
I
Don
didn't see him
Cheadle.
as
I
being
think
that.
Don Cheadle is definitely a better James Rhodes based on the comics.
I think
I do too.
he was a cool
To be very
Rhodes.
honest.
I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Well, unless anyone has unless we want to go further down that rabbit hole, I think I've made it very clear I'm not looking forward to this film, but I will watch it because I'll be able to watch it on TV at the house.
Is it going to be on
But
TV
one
or is it
trailer,
going to be in theaters only?
HBO Max, HBO Max.
Oh,
HBO
okay,
Max
okay,
and
Nope.
okay,
theaters.
okay.
Warner Brothers said that all their movies this year will be on the streaming service. So
Okay, good.
good for you, Warner Brothers.
Do we
You
discuss
rock.
Shang-Chi?
We didn't. We haven't discussed
Okay.
Shang-Chi yet. Shang-Chi. But before we get to Shang-Chi, let's talk about Hawkeye. Now that's a trailer I can get behind. That's something I can get behind. I'm digging
I haven't seen
Hawkeye.
the trailer yet, actually. Believe it or not,
What?
I have.
Well,
Can
Yeah,
we
I
see
have.
that?
can we see the trailer for Hawkeye, Iron? Uh-oh, maybe we caught him off guard.
Yes.
Yes, we caught you off guard, or yes, we can see the trailer.
Yep, just give me a second. I'm firing it up. Talk some shit about
Oh,
it.
okay.
I'm coming.
So let's fill some time. So anyway, WandaVision sucked. How about that?
Oh my gosh,
What you
Vision
eating,
gonna
DJ?
come and get you.
Vision can
I'm
come
doing my
back.
Uncle
What you
Roy
eating, DJ?
impersonation.
You at the commissary, or you had to
Oh
fix
my
yourself
gosh.
some food?
He talked to people at the commissary to give him an extra portion.
Oh
So
man. Oh, you
okay,
took
so while
somebody
we're waiting,
my
let's
food.
talk about Shang-Chi since we haven't been able to talk about that. What's everybody's opinion about that? About Shang-Chi?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay,
You guys can talk
I
about it,
have.
but I haven't seen it yet. Mhm.
I don't want
It's
to.
at the theater.
Okay, you know me, Uncle
Yeah,
Paul.
and
I
I
really
have.
like. All
So
right,
we're
I'll
back.
just
We were
I,
supposed to be
I'll
on
just go
Shang-Chi.
real. Look, I'll just go real brief over it. I thought Simu Liu was a good choice for Shang-Chi. I thought Aquafina was all right. Kind of unnecessary, maybe, but maybe not. I think maybe she was there to be the our look into what's going on with Shang and his world. I like the character of Wen Wu, his father, his whole demeanor and his personality. It doesn't scream villain. Like he doesn't look like, oh, it's the Mandarin. I got 10 rings. I'm tearing shit up. Nah, it's not like that at all. He really just wants to. I mean, he wants to get his wife back because his wife has passed on. And so, whatever he's doing is getting his son ready to take over for him, and he wants to get his wife back. Now, of course, he does some pretty nefarious shit to get to that point, but it's kind of understandable. All right. Now, with the
So,
fight scenes are choreographed really well. I love the bus scene. That was really cool. Um, and they have a whole lot of elements of Chinese mythology when they go into the hidden village, so to speak, to try to free. Wenwu thinks he's trying to free the spirit of his wife. That was really well done. You see a lot of different creatures from Chinese mythology. You see the Fu dogs and the Chinese dragons, which I think is really cool. You get to see the 10 rings in action, and you find out in the post-credit scene that no one knows where they came from. So it's some sort of alien tech, possibly, and they say it's a beacon of sorts. So who's it calling out to? We don't know.
So I agree with that assessment. I thought it was a really good film. I thought it was the Asian equivalent of Black Panther, where it was a cultural thing, where we went out to go see a black man be a superhero, and the Asian culture went to go see an Asian man as a superhero. I think it succeeded in its job of being culturally relevant to them. Damn, that sounded racist. I dug the fight scenes. I really dug the fight scenes. Aquafina. In short, I'm not an Aquafina fan because she built her fan base on a black scent. No, DJ, hear me out. Hear me out. She became famous by rapping.
Here we go.
And by giving us. I mean, what's the name of the show? Shit, I can't help myself. She became famous off of mimicking black culture, to be very honest. And as soon as she became a hit, she dropped the black culture thing. She pretended like the black. She grew up around a lot of black people. She used a black accent a lot of times in her act, and now all of a sudden she's super Asian. That seems disingenuous to me. That's just me. But the film itself was solid. I enjoyed it. It's standard Marvel fare. You've got this very humble hero who goes about handling his business, and he just does what he does. It's standard Marvel fare. It was done well. In their sleep, Marvel can make these films.
Yeah.
So, are we ready with that trailer yet? Hi, Ron. And Ron,
I'm really curious to see what the 10 rings are going to do later.
Oh, here we go.
We've had together in years.
I love you guys. I'm making up for some lost time.
Authorities are wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld is back.
The past has caught up with me.
Should we be worried?
No, it's nothing. I'll be home for Christmas. I promise. When I wore this suit, I made a whole lot of enemies.
You're a Hawkeye.
Who the hell are you?
Some people have actually called me the world's greatest archer.
Are you one of those people?
It's the most wonderful.
Hey, babe, I should be back in a day or two. Hang on a second. Things have gotten more complicated. This is too dangerous. Definitely not this one.
You don't have to say definitely like that. Holy shit! There are arrows more dangerous than that one?
No, it's just some Christmas.
Why does that make me think of Die Hard for some reason? That's what it made me think of.
Definitely like Die Hard 1, 2, and 3. No. I'm sorry. 1, and 4. There you go. 1 and 4.
If there was ever any doubt, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah. But what really got me about the trailer is the ending when Norm Macdonald died. That's what, that's what really fucked me up about the, about the
Rest in
movie.
peace on Norm, by the way. He was a comedic genius.
Rest in peace on Norm.
He was a funny guy. Norm Collins. Norm Macdonald was a funny guy. But I mean, I can't say anything bad about this trailer.
There you go.
Wait a minute. So you can't say nothing bad about this trailer, but you got all kind of issues with the Matrix.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
No one is asking for a fourth Matrix film, but everyone wants to see a Hawkeye series to make that character relevant within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Meanwhile, nothing is relevant, and no one gives a damn, a flying fuck, if you will, about the Matrix anymore. Especially if Lawrence Fishburne is no longer part of it. No, I mean, Hawkeye is one of the most maligned characters in the MCU because he has no power.
Yeah.
He's married.
Right.
He has kids. And people just talk, and this is their opportunity to make that character something that people can get behind.
Yeah, they should
The
on
Matt
Hawkeye.
Fraction run of Hawkeye is where they're getting a lot of this from, and that run was where he got really popular once again, or more relevant, so to speak. The addition of Kate Bishop, where you see it in the trailer, is going to be really big because they're thinking Kate Bishop is going to be like one of the young Avengers in the future.
And that's something else to get excited about with this series.
Yeah.
You've got Kate Bishop. I mean, you're literally bringing forth the Young Avengers.
Yeah,
That's what they kind of was doing a little bit with Sam's character with the TV show, because remember, what's his name, Patriot? He's going to be part of the whole Young Avengers as well. So I mean, that's what they're building up. Even Wanda's children is part of the Young Avengers.
Wiccan and Speed.
I don't know. I'm just excited about the fact that we have what looks to be an exciting series. We have WandaVision, which Captain America. I'm sorry, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was okay. But we have yet to have a series that's like balls to the wall from start to finish, just flat out action. And that's what that looks like to me. I mean, you get 6 episodes an hour long. This has the opportunity, not to mention the fact we get to see Rogers the musical.
Yeah.
That's the highlight of the whole thing.
It was. And DJ's still shaking his head. I give a damn about what you think about me, man.
I mean, technically, the Matrix Resurrections with Lana in charge is balls to the wall.
Wow.
I don't want to laugh at that. Don't want to laugh at that. But I did. So, yes, Hawkeye coming out in November, and it looks like the perfect Christmas compliment Die Hard film. So, yes, I'm excited about that.
That is definitely Die Hard.
Oh, it was absolutely Die Hard-ish. And coming out at Christmas, so yeah.
This
there you
reboot that nobody asked for.
Oh my God.
So back in 2019, a young man made a trailer for the mock film of Bel Air, which was a dramatic retelling of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Ah, okay.
And it got so much circulation that Will Smith and a number of people in Hollywood saw it and really thought about making this come true. Here now in 2021, we have the makings of Bel Air, which is a dramatic reenactment of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I can't tell you how bad an idea this is. Now, let's look at the actors who are in this. First of all, Adrian Holmes. No disrespect, brother. I don't know you. I'm not familiar with your work. But you are not Uncle Phil. You are way too sexy and model-ish.
Suave Bola
to be Uncle Phil. Okay.
Jeffrey don't look like he gonna be waiting on nobody.
Right. He looks like Jeffrey looks like he's waiting on Aunt Viv when Uncle Phil is gone.
Right. Like you get your own damn
and
George.
whoever's playing Carlton look way too hard.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. All of these people are just too pretty. I mean, like
I think that was the idea.
They're not. But no,
So
this is
when are they gonna switch?
Why do we
When are they gonna switch Uncle Viv in the middle of the season? To a lighter Uncle Viv. When they gonna do that?
Oh my gosh.
Well, we got to see your gut.
So, y'all know. I want you all to see. Look. Where am I? There you go.
The fuck are we looking at?
Oh my gosh.
Really?
What is it?
Really? Wow.
What?
If I gotta watch WandaVision, y'all can look at my gut for 5 seconds.
Wait. You gotta say when you do that. You gotta say couture.
Okay, I will. Y'all ready?
Couture.
Couture.
Right. The Met Gala ain't got nothing on you, baby. There you go.
Oh my god.
So are we excited about Bel Air, a Fresh Prince remake?
I think
No.
that it kind of got the whole idea from Riverdale, because you know how Riverdale came out and it's supposed to be like really edgy and creepy and serious.
Right.
And now someone's trying to do yet another part of our childhood.
I can guarantee you that I never even thought about the Fresh Prince coming back on the air or anything. They got none of reruns. You know, I just never thought that anybody would think to remake this, especially as a drama. The whole point of the show was to be a comedy.
Well, I guess
Like
my
Bill
question
Cosby.
is first of all, it's a BET joint, right?
Is it on?
This is
Peacock.
Oh, okay.
It's Peacock.
Really?
Oh, okay. Well,
This white people.
I was gonna say,
I
I thought
So somebody out there thought they could do this.
Yeah. Well, I thought that Quincy Jones, had a handle. Like I thought he owned Prince of Bel Air, or he was like on it, a part of it or something. Or he was just, I don't know. Was he just a consultant or something, or what?
I don't know, man. Actually, I think
if he owns the property.
What's that?
I mean, if he owns the property, of course he has a hand in it, because I think Will Smith has a hand in it too. I think they think this is a good idea.
They need to go to the red table and talk about this shit.
Nah, because when you go to the red table, crazy shit comes out. They need to do that with the red table.
Well, this is crazy shit.
I think the only person that they got even remotely close is Jazz. That somebody that could look like a character. You know what I'm saying?
None of them look like the character.
Well, I'm not saying that they look like the characters, but you know what I'm saying? Like they have the edge as whatever that character is. But
but now when he throws his ass, when Uncle Phil throws his ass out the building, it ain't gonna be funny no more. It's gonna be him jacking him up and shit. Kicking his ass, shooting him or something.
I will say this though,
Yes,
the guy who's
he
playing
does.
Jazz, I think he'd be a cool Static.
Back to the nerds.
So I'm just not comfortable. I mean, like you brought up a good comparison, Rod, with Riverdale, with the fact that they took a property that was truly comic and just made it kind of edgy. That's fine. I'm not tripping. I'll hold my thoughts on this, but I have reservations just on the fact that everybody looks so damn fine, and Uncle Phil doesn't look like an Uncle Phil type. Part of being Uncle Phil was being a heavy set dude, just this massive man, and that's not
That was the joke.
whatever this guy
Yeah.
is, Adrian Holmes.
So wait a minute. What is the joke
Adrian
gonna be
Holmes
now?
is not Uncle
Hey,
Phil.
Uncle Phil, you a fine ass motherfucker, Uncle Phil. You a badass dude. You know, Uncle Phil.
That's all you can say at this point.
So okay, can we consider this the 6th episode of What If?
What?
No, because it's not Marvel.
Oh, okay. This ain't Marvel.
It
looked like it could be Black Marvel. I'm just saying. Yeah.
No, I can appreciate that. Okay, I don't feel like dealing with that anymore. That sucks. Rod, books we should be reading.
Yes.
Come on, Rod.
All right.
Nice little segue.
First off, we got The Seven Secrets, number 12, by Tom Taylor, Daniel DiNicuolo, and Walter Biamonte. This is a continuation of the Keepers of the Secrets, trying to strike back against the people who try to wipe them out, and find out or try to root out the traitor within their organization. In the previous issue, they find out who it is, and now they're in the process of taking them out. So they trace the villains back to a secret lair. And one of the cool things about it is that they have the Queen of England with them. That's number one. Number two, the Queen of England is a woman of color.
Hey, now.
So that's awesome. Yeah, Uncle John. Yeah, it's a sister. All right, so they trace them back to a building. We find out more information about one of the origins of the Keepers of Secrets, and we find out a little bit more about Casper, the young man you see there in the cover, who is actually the offspring of two other keepers, and it's a forbidden love, and so he ends up being within the organization because they can't afford to have him out of it. So some things get revealed, and there's a nice shock at the end for those who've been keeping up with it. I really love this series. It's not one of the big two. I think that makes it even better. Tom Taylor's a great writer. He did a really good job with his DC projects, and so I look forward to this big time.
Nice.
Next is Black Manta, number 1. All right. This is written by Brown, art by Delandro and Louise. And you see the classic Black Manta, the Aquaman villain. He's kind of going through an existential crisis. He's trying to figure out how he's going to be remembered. He's thinking about his legacy. And he's thinking about what his next move is, because apparently this is kind of like in between failed schemes to kill Aquaman. So he gets involved with another person. He has a partner now. And he and his partner get mixed up in some magical shenanigans, and they come up against someone with magical abilities. And so now you see Black Manta is, I think they're going to try to paint him as almost like the anti-hero type, like they did with Deathstroke when they had Deathstroke series. And so I'm curious to see how they're going to handle that, because Black Manta's did a lot of fucked up shit. And so, you know, people are going to be coming to look for him for some payback, I'm sure. And so I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out in 6 issues.
Nice.
And that is it from me.
So, Uncle Rod, I have a request. Have you had the opportunity to read any of the new milestone releases?
They were in my pile today. I have them. I'm going to read them tonight.
Okay. So we can wait for a little while for me to shit on them.
I guess wait, not too long now. I wanted you to get backed up. So let's do it next week.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
But
Yes.
but
Not get backed up.
I will say that one of them shocked me a little bit. I have to admit that one of them was I I actually kind of dug it, to be honest.
Pleasantly surprised. Okay.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised. But the other, no, one I was pleasantly surprised. The other, I was like, okay, I'm feeling this. And then the third was just, no, this is stupid as shit.
I think I know the order. I think I know which ones you're putting in those orders.
You do, you do. So, okay, well, I am.
Is it time for Hydro Betty?
I'm out. What? So,
As he lights up.
Nicole, give us the origins of Hydro Betty and explain to everybody who Hydro Betty is.
Well, honestly, it was out of, believe it or not, the whole idea
Oh,
was was
ooh.
pretty much
Just giving up
born
secret
out of.
identities right out here.
There you go. You know, there you go. The whole idea was actually born out of.
Did we lose Hydro Betty?
I think Hydro Betty is going underwater, and I think DJ's underwater too. Yeah, I can't hear you, DJ.
We can't hear y'all.
Oh
Nicole,
damn!
can we? Yeah.
Okay, now we got
Oh,
now we
there's
got
DJ.
DJ.
I was saying some really profound shit too.
We could tell.
We can tell by how the smoke was coming out.
Did you?
Auntie Nicole, can we hear you?
Can we?
What'd you do to your mic?
Still can't hear Auntie Nicole.
Keep talking, Auntie Nicole.
Can you
Keep
guys hear
talking.
me?
There you
Now
go.
we hear you.
Oh yes,
Oh,
you're back.
okay.
You're back.
Okay, sorry. But yeah. So anyway, it was just simply something as simple of something as simple as me just wanting to get fresh vegetables, really. And I tried doing gardening in dirt before, but unfortunately, I didn't get very far. So I watched some people on TV about hydroponics, and yes, as the world knows, hydroponics is the very same way you make weed, or you grow weed, rather, I should say. And I said, let me try to see. Let me try to see what is going on with trying to do hydroponics. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, let me see what hydroponics can do. And honestly, my first garden was kind of like just winging it. I said, let me give it a try. Let me see what happens here. Then all of a sudden, it just blew up. And I was like, wow, this stuff actually works. So in a way, that's kind of how it got started, by me just being inquisitive, which I am quite often. I'll sit there and be like, I wonder if I could do this and this will work that way. And I'll just do it. And, I do that often. But anyway, the name itself came from several different things. Obviously, hydro meaning hydroponics, and Betty is another. You didn't know, Uncle John. My first name, believe it or not, is Betty, and yes, yes, my first name is actually Betty. I was named after my grandmother. I didn't know my name was Betty till I was 8. So, because my whole family calls me Nikki.
And that's just black people right there. That's black people in a nutshell.
I was about to say that's some black shit right there.
Okay, I
Yeah,
had no
that's about as
idea
black
my
as you can
name
be.
was Betty.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, we've been using Nicole all these years, so we're gonna stick with Nicole right now because that's all I know, and so on. But if you notice, it kind of flew a little bit, kind of rose off the tongue a little bit with Hydro Betty. So that in and of itself is how everything got started. It was just me being inquisitive, and I'm like, well, damn, if I could do it, other people could do it too. And that's when I decided, let's bring this to YouTube. Not that people didn't
So in
already know
school,
that, of
when they
course.
call Betty's name, you looking around.
Yeah, they never called me by Betty either. Honestly, seriously, I did not even know that until later. I mean, you're talking about by that point, I knew how to write my name, Nicole. You know what I'm saying? When kids learn how to spell their
Didn't
name and
Rick
write it
James
on
have a
paper.
song with the name Betty in it?
No.
Okay.
Although I had to deal
Just
with the
curious.
Prince's song, the Prince song with Nicki, that was a whole nother
Yeah,
thing in
darling
college.
Nikki.
Yes,
Darling
yeah.
Nikki.
That was something else that was going on, with the whole college thing. But I don't know, Uncle Roy. But did you have anything you wanted to show? You had asked me earlier. I don't know if you had a clip or not, or whatever of it.
Just like any girl's named
Oh, look
Janine
who's
in the
here.
Uncle
90s.
Percy, Uncle Roy.
What's up, Uncle Percy in the booty chair?
All I gotta say is,
DJ's dancing.
why is it that I was
Oh,
driving
shit.
down the street and I saw somebody standing up rubbing their belly?
In a red shirt, right?
Nicole, I didn't have
In a red
anything.
shirt.
Roy
Say
is
again.
booking another show.
Oh,
Couture.
are you able to pull it from
Yeah.
YouTube?
I could. We
DJ,
probably
we
need to
But
can't
you
wait
know
hear
until
you.
what?
next week because we were a little pressed for time.
Oh, okay, no problem. It was only going to be a
Oh,
couple seconds.
well, the guards are making their rounds. We can't stay too long.
Mm-mm.
So, Uncle Percy, you got here just in time. Uncle Percy, what was your reaction to the new What If episode?
Huh?
What was your reaction to the new What If episode?
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
DJ up there
Okay,
just
well,
talking his
that
ass
means
off and
thumbs
nobody
up.
hears him.
Yeah, DJ saying a whole lot of nothing right now. Can't hear a damn thing.
Oh
Oh
goodness.
Lord.
Oh goodness.
So I think that brings us to the close to another episode. Uncle
Yes.
Percy, what nuggets of wisdom do you have for us?
What?
Oh my Jesus. Nicole, where can we find Hydro Betty?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. You got. Just want to make sure. But no, you guys can find me on all of those little handles right there. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram under Hydro Betty. Believe it or not, that name was wide open, so I took it for all of them. And come watch me. Got a couple videos out, and just trying to show how you do the damn thing. That's all.
Oh, we're gonna watch you,
There
baby.
you go.
The other chick named Betty is can't
Oh,
use the
there
name
it
because
is.
she's in jail for her possession charge. When she gets out, she'll be looking for that name.
She's gonna be looking for me.
No,
What Uncle Rod, what you got for us, man? Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
everybody! Once again, I just want to say, if you're not gonna get vaccinated, please be careful. If you are gonna get vaccinated, if you're thinking about it, please do so. I lost another one of my coaching colleagues this past week due to
Oh
COVID
no.
I'm sorry.
complications from COVID,
I'm sorry.
and
Yeah.
it's a real sad loss. One that I feel could have been prevented. So be safe out there, everybody, please.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Uncle DJ, what you got for us?
damn, I can't say shit now.
Sure you can. Say whatever you want, Uncle DJ.
No, I'm good.
If you're on
Now that we
Amazon, let's
can hear
do some
you.
light reading.
Sorry for your
The
loss,
Baker's
brother.
Dozen.
I'm
Oh, wait, where am I?
get them
Yeah,
wrist
you.
knuckles off the off.
To your left.
Yeah.
Look like a tarantula holding a
Fuck it.
Samsung.
Yeah, it did. That looked crazy, didn't it? That looked
Tarantula with a
crazy.
ring on one of his legs.
Oh gosh.
Right. A
Oh
sexy
man.
tarantula. Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
man.
The Baker's Dozen, the first published work of DJ Collins, is on Amazon for 99 cents. Please check it out. Also,
Leave a review,
DJCollins.com, DJCollins.net,
please.
whatever.
I'm number 35 with a bullet.
That's what's up, DJ.
That's
You're
awesome.
the most exciting number 35 I've ever met. Uncle Percy, give us some COVID something.
Thanks, Coach.
Don't you? If you say what again, I'm gonna hang up on your ass. Here we go. Okay, wow. Jesus Almighty.
Guys, man.
Well, thank you for joining us once again, Grumpy Old Nerds. For Uncle Roy, Uncle Iron. Iron ain't nobody's uncle, he's too young. For Iron, for Uncle DJ and the Dancing Bear, for Uncle Percy in the Booty Chair, for Hydro Petty, Auntie Nicole, and for Uncle Rod from the planet of Brooklyn. I am Uncle John. Thank you. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Good night, everybody.
Rest in peace.